Happy Sunday to everyone. I feeling called to give a little tip for those of you that maybe can't explain what you're feeling. Maybe it hasn't come full realization yet. Maybe it has and you don't understand it. Right now, a lot of us are going through life transformation. Some people planned for it. Many did not. Not consciously, anyway. And the first sign, I wanted to give you the signs of when it's time for your life to change. Basically, your body starts telling you pretty early on. Most of us just don't know that's what's happening, and so we basically ignore it. Continue to push through, and then something traumatic happens and we're forced to change. So the first sign is actually probably the most confusing, but the simplest, is that suddenly, or perhaps slower, depending on your level of hobbies and interests, most of, if not all, for me it was basically almost all of my interests suddenly bored me. Just did not lack depth. It felt as if, even if it wasn't true, it felt as if like I had learned all there was to learn and it was time to move on to something else. Or just like when I used to watch television, it was like, oh, suddenly the stuff that I usually watch is just like boring and uninteresting. And then what most of us do is, okay, let's find a new show. Well, you shouldn't do that because you're just distracting yourself away from what your body is trying to tell you. So that's the first sign, is loss of interest. And then it'll be loss of motivation as far as like projects. A lot of people need a new job, so suddenly you're not as motivated at your job. Suddenly your job's making you anxious. Suddenly there's a problem at your job. Your heart maybe has been telling you for a while, but your brain is like, this is, of course I would be here. Why wouldn't I? Anything that you've been doing in life that was a logical choice, especially if it was somehow based on fear, gotta change. Your heart has been trying to tell you, because your heart is connected more to your body than your brain. So that's why it pulls away motivation. That's why it pulls away energy. And then eventually it turns into like anxiety or nausea.